Okay students, in previous class we have discussed introduction to the kinetic theory of gases, that is what is kinetic theory of gases and why we need kinetic theory of gases. We have discussed in 2 points. So today we will discuss the first line in your syllabus, that is the equation of state of a perfect gas or ideal gas. Okay, so this is a very familiar equation in chemistry generally. This is what the PV equal to nRT. We will derive this equation today. So in previous class we have discussed there are different gas laws like Charles law, Boyle's law, Gay-Lussac's law. We have already discussed. Okay, so if I take a review, let's see. We know according to Boyle's law, we know what PV equal to constant. That is, we can write what P is inversely proportional to V. That is, we can write P1 by P2 is equal to what? V2 by V1. So similarly, we have discussed what is Charles law. That is, so here the condition already I have explained, that is P, V, T. Here the relation is between P and V, so T will be constant. So in Charles law, we know that this is the relation between what? V and T, where P is constant. So this is, we can write what? V is directly proportional to T. So V1 by V2 is equal to T1 by T2. Okay. So in previous class, we have discussed all about it. So today we will establish one equation which is known as what? The equation of state of a perfect gas. Okay. So we have seen that in all these three gas laws, we have seen what? The relation between any two. That is, here in Boyle's law, the relation between P and V where T is constant. But equation of state of a perfect gas, that gives a relation between what? The pressure, volume and temperature of a given mass of a gas. Okay, so let's see. So how can we derive this equation of state of a perfect gas or ideal gas? Already we have discussed what is the perfect gas and ideal gas. Okay, so ताले हमें कौन देखिबा बे जे हमें गोटे तो सिलेबस रो फर्स्ट लाइन अछि इक्वेशन ऑफ स्टेट ऑफ ए परफेक्ट गैस. ओके, सो हम बॉयल्स लॉ, चार्ल्स लॉ प्रीवियस क्लास रे डिस्कशन करि सारिछु. एबे चार्ल्स लॉ, बॉयल्स लॉ को नै कि वी विल एस्टैब्लिश द रिलेशन. हम गोटे रिलेशन बाहर करबा कहा कहा भितरे प्रेशर, वॉल्यूम एंड टेंपरेचर P, V and T भितरे हम गोटे रिलेशन एस्टैब्लिश करबा. दिस रिलेशन, से रिलेशन को कोन कहबा? द इक्वेशन ऑफ स्टेट ऑफ ए परफेक्ट गैस और आइडियल गैस. ओके, सो हम जति देखिबा बॉयल्स लॉ, चार्ल्स लॉ रे कोन थिला न दुईटा वेरिएबल भितरे रिलेशन थिला. एठी हमको कोन करिबा पड़िबो? तीनटा वेरिएबल भितरे रिलेशन बाहर करिया पई पड़िबो. व्हाट डज इट मीन? ताले मो पाखरे धर जो फॉर ए गिवन मास ऑफ गैस आई हैव व्हाट? द प्रेशर P1, temperature, volume V1, temperature T1, then I have to establish the relation between what? The P1, V1, T1 and P2, V2, T2. So okay, so here I will proceed in 2 steps basically, as because here in Charles law, Boyle's law, we know that when we will find the relation between two when the other is constant. So for this I will proceed in 2 steps. So first I am taking a given mass of gas. Let's see. For a given mass of gas I am taking. So here what? P1, V1 and T1. So for this given mass of gas, pressure is P1, volume is V1 and temperature is T1. So I like to establish the relation for what? Establish the relation for what? For the pressure P2, volume V2 and temperature T2. I like to establish the relation between P1, V1, T1 and P2, V2 and T2. Or I can say I like to establish the relation between P, V and T. So for this I will proceed in two steps. Let's see. So here for this step, so from this to this and from this to this, from in the first step हम कौन करूची ना हम प्रेशर थिला P1, V1 और T1. मु कौन करूची प्रेशर को सेम रखुची, चेंज करूची कोन वॉल्यूम एंड टेंपरेचर. Clear? So this is the step 1. So initially for a given mass of gas, the given mass of gas is at pressure P1, at volume V1 and temperature T1. Then we have changed what? The pressure is constant P1 and volume V1 changes to V dash and T1 changes to T2 in the first step. In the second step, here I am changing what? I am changing P1 pressure at constant temperature. T is constant. I am changing P1 pressure P1 to P2 and volume V dash to V2. Now I will establish the relation between P1, V1, T1 with the P2, V2 and T2. Let's see. So we will now apply. Let's see in the step 1. For the step 1, from this step, this is step 1 and this is step 2. So first let's see. So now the given mass of gas is at P1, pressure P1, volume V1 and temperature T1. And so then here in the step 1 from 1 to 2, what is changing? That is the P1 is constant, then V1 is changing and T1 is changing. So which law will apply? Will apply the Charles law. It's because let's see in Charles law what is that? That is if P is constant then V is directly proportional to T. Here P is same for both the cases 1 and 2. So for this we will establish the relation between what? The V and T. So let's see. So we know that from the Charles law we know that is V1 by V2 is equal to what? T1 by T2. V1 by V2 is equal to T1 by T2. But here let's see, in the first case, this is what? V1. So for our case, for step 1, applying Charles law. What we can write? That is V1 by V2. What is V2? V2 is what? V dash. That is V1 by V dash is equal to what? That is T1 by T2. T1 by T2 at constant P1. It's because P1 is same in the first case and second case also. So for this, let this be equation 1. So what we have written? That is V1 by V dash is equal to T1 by T2. So next let's see. So this is for what? For the step 1 we have drawn from 1 to 2. Then we will go to what? The second step. In second step what we have done? Let's see what is constant. T2 is constant. T2 is constant. P1 is varying from P1 to P2 and V dash is varying from V dash to V2. So for this, next here what will apply? Which law will apply? Will apply what? The Boyle's law. As we know, the Boyle's law gives what? The relation between P and V at constant temperature. So here the temperature is constant. So what I can apply here? Let's see. That is according to or applying Boyle's law. Applying Boyle's law. So if we apply Boyle's law, we know that according to Boyle's law, for T2 equal to constant. For T2 equal to constant, what we can write? That is P1 by P2 is equal to V2 by V1. So here, that is P1 by P2 is equal to what? That is V2 by V1. What is V2? V2 is your what? V2. What is V1? V1 is what? V dash. Let it be equation 2. So let's see. So in step 1 we have applied the Charles law and in steps 2 we have applied what? The Boyle's law. So now if I eliminate this V dash from equation 1 and 2, what I will find? Let's see. So we have two relations, V1 by V dash equal to T1 by T2, and other relation is what? That is V2 by V dash is equal to P1 by P2. Now what I will do is, because my aim is to establish the relation between P, V and T. So eliminating V dash, we get what I will find. So everything I have derived, I think you have got the notes. So for that I am not writing the language in so details. Okay. So if I eliminate V dash, then what will find? Let's see. That is V1 by V dash. If V1 by V dash, if I divide this by this, then what will happen? V2 by V dash is equal to T1 by T2 divided by P1 by P2. Then implies V1 by V dash into V dash by V2 is equal to what? T1 by T2 into P2 by P1. So here that is V dash will be cancelled. So here what I have done, divide this equation by this equation. So here then what we can write, V1 by V2 is equal to T1 P2 by T2 P1. Here, so what I can write, just see, that is P1 V1, P1 V1, I have taken V1 to this, then I will take T1 to here. Let's see, P1 V1 by T1 is equal to, what I can write, P2 V2 by T2, T2 is here, P2 V2 by T2, T2 is here. So let's see. So now we have established the relation between what? P1, V1, T1 and P2, V2 and T2 for the given mass of a gas. So from this what we can write, that is PV by T is equal to what? Constant. So we can write PV by T is equal to constant. Or I can write PV equal to what? Constant into T. I can write this here. So this is what? V here, V is volume of what? 1 mole of gas. So here Vm is the volume of what? 1 mole of gas. So if I take n mole of gas, then what we can write? PV equal to nRT. So here this constant I have taken as what? R. So R is known as what? Universal gas constant. Universal gas constant. Universal gas constant means what? It is same for all gases. So R is same for all gases. So it is an experimentally established value. So I will define this. What is that value? What is the unit of this universal gas constant? Is because from this universal gas constant R, we can find out the work done by the gas or on the gas. So here this relation is known as what? PV equal to nRT. So N is what? The number of moles. R is universal gas constant. T is temperature, P is pressure and V is volume. So this is known as what? This equation is known as equation of state. Equation of state of a perfect gas. Equation of state of a perfect gas, which is a very familiar equation in chemistry. Okay. So now we have established the relation between the P, V and T. Okay. So let's see now what is the unit of this universal gas constant R. So now let's see what is the unit of the universal gas constant R. We know the equation of state of motion or perfect gas equation, which is known as what? PV equal to nRT. Okay. So here from this what we can write? R equal to what? PV equal to NT. PV equal to NT. So here what we can write? P is what? Pressure. V is what? Volume. N is what? Number of moles. T is what? Temperature. T is what? The temperature. So here for pressure what we can write? What is the unit? Newton per meter. For volume what we can write? Meter cube. So this is what we can write? Number of moles. Temperature can be written as in Kelvin. Clear? So what we can write here? Newton. So meter, Newton per meter, that is, let's see, directly I am writing meter square. So for this meter square, meter cube cancel. This is Newton meter divided by what? Number of moles. Then this is what? Kelvin. So here what we can write? That is Newton meter. The unit is gives us what? Joule. So for this what we can write? Joule per mole Kelvin, which can be written as Joule mole inverse. Mole inverse. Mole directly I am writing mole inverse Kelvin inverse. So okay. So this is what the unit of R. Unit of R. So there is some experimentally established value of R, and the value of R is 8.31 Joule mole inverse Kelvin inverse. So okay. So this is the value of R, and this is what? The universal gas constant. Universal gas constant mane kono? This is same for all gases at all places. So this value is experimentally established. This is what? 8.31 Joule mole inverse Kelvin inverse. So okay. So let's see. So from this also in your syllabus, that is find out work done on a gas or by a gas. Now I will discuss this. So now I will find out what? Work done. Work done by or on the gas. Clear? So we know that again the PV equal to what? nRT. So from this I can write R equal to PV by NT. So here this is pressure into volume, number of moles, temperature. Number of moles, temperature. So pressure into volume gives us what? Work done. Pressure into volume gives us work done. Then number of moles into temperature. So work done will be what? Work done can be written as what? That is R. Work done is, so R equal to this. So work done is what? R into this. R into number of moles into temperature. Then R is what? Universal gas constant into number of moles into temperature. Okay. So the work done can also be represented in terms of what? The universal gas constant. So students, so we have discussed what is the gas laws, different gas laws like Charles law, Boyle's law, Gay-Lussac's law. Then also we have established a relation between this pressure, volume and temperature with the equation known as what? The perfect gas equation or equation of state of a perfect gas. Then we have discussed what is the unit of the universal gas constant and how can we find out the work done in terms of the universal gas constant. Okay. So next we will go to our the next part, that is what do you mean by, I will discuss some postulates of kinetic theory of gases. Okay. So next I will discuss what are the postulates of kinetic theory of gases. That means what we will consider before going to the details of the kinetic theory of gases. Before applying the kinetic theory of gases to different cases, first we will observe what are the postulates, what are the considerations we have taken to go into the courses.